The reason you're not losing weight is not because you are lazy or you don't have any motivation or your body is simply not built for weight loss. The reason you're not losing weight is because you've not programmed yourself in such a way that weight loss is easy and you can do it without too much stress. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Weight loss is a very sensitive topic, but losing weight is also something a lot of people try to do. Some people succeed, some people fail, but generally, a lot of us want to lose weight and we constantly look for motivation, we constantly look for tips, we constantly look for hacks, and we constantly look for ways that we can lose weight in such a way that it fits into our lifestyle. We are comfortable losing weight and we can transform our bodies. I am somebody that is currently in a weight mine. We call it fat loss phase. Those of us that go to the gym, and I'm doing cardio now. So I got to the gym really early and I decided to take out 15 minutes to quickly talk about this while I do cardio to get my steps in, right? So I'm going to be talking to you guys about why weight loss is much harder than you think. And I'll give you 10 things that you can do that are going to help you reposition your mind, reprogram your mind to accept your body first, and then gradually adjust your lifestyle, adjust your routines, adjust your habits to allow you to lose weight. Because trust me, it's not something, weight loss is not something that you just jump into. I put it that way, right? You don't just wake up one day, decide you want to lose weight, and you jump into the weight loss journey and you start losing weight. There are so many different ways that you can lose weight, but if you want to do it the healthy way, which is advised, if you want to do it in such a way that you are able to keep that weight off, because it is one thing to lose weight and it's another thing to successfully keep the weight that you lose off. So if you want to lose weight and you need help, I hope you find this video. Go ahead and leave a comment, go ahead and engage, and go ahead and share your story in the comments. The first thing you're going to do is you are going to not be in a hurry. So you're going to remove any deadline that you gave yourself to lose weight. You're going to understand first that it may take longer than you expect. What do I mean by removing the deadline? Most times we want to lose weight and we say, I want to lose weight in 1 month, I want to lose weight in 2 months, I want to lose weight in 3 months, and you may not even lose that weight in the time frame that you give yourself. So first thing you're going to need to do is understand that it may take longer than you think. So allow your body to go through the process, allow your body to enjoy the ups and downs, or you may not enjoy it, but just don't rush yourself. You are going to lose that weight eventually, as long as you're doing the healthy things, as long as you're following healthy routines, as long as you have healthy weight loss habits. The next thing is you're going to do it gradually. So thing number one fits into thing number two. I've already told you weight loss is not something that you just wake up and jump into. You have to gradually incorporate it into your lifestyle. So how are you going to do it gradually? If let's say you want to lose some weight, right? You already have a lifestyle that you are following. Now let me use somebody who doesn't even work out, who doesn't have a healthy lifestyle. I hope this gym music is not feeding into this, but I'll try to work around it. But let's take someone who doesn't work out, who hasn't been living healthy before, who doesn't go to the gym at all, and the person wants to lose weight. There are people that lose weight from home, but you already have something that you were doing before you decided to lose weight. You already have a way you were eating, you have a way you were snacking, you have a way you were sleeping, you have certain things that you were doing that were making you be a weight you didn't like, or you no longer want to be. And so in order for you to gradually move into weight loss, you have to adjust all of those things. 9 times out of 10, you have to cut out so many things that you are doing that were negatively impacting your weight loss. And you don't just suddenly stop doing all the things you are doing. If you try suddenly and that doesn't work for you, you can gradually remove one or two things, gradually adjust one or two things so that your body gets used to the adjustment. Then you make some further adjustments, your body will get used to it again, and so on and so forth. The next thing you need to understand is that the mindset shift is not going to happen overnight. Losing weight is just like you taking yourself and your body from point A to point B. You are completely restructuring your life. You are completely changing the things that you used to do, and you're completely just moving away from your old life and into a new one. What do I mean by this? Weight loss is all about living healthy. It's all about eating healthy. A lot of us are not willing to eat healthy, live healthy, work out, but we want to lose weight. It doesn't work like that. And this mindset shift is not going to come until you are absolutely tired of the way you look and you want to change it. The best way we always give you guys to get tired of the way you look fast, if you don't like it, is stand in the mirror naked. Stand in front of the mirror naked. If you don't like what you see, then you may be due for a change. And the next thing you're going to do is increase your water intake. Oh, I have water and fruit. So increase your water intake and increase your fruit intake. Water and fruit. You'll be surprised the number of people who go through each day without eating fruit, without drinking water. It's crazy. People can go the whole day and they drink a little measly cup of water. You're supposed to drink 3 liters of water every single day. There are exceptions. For example, if you are constantly moving around, then you may not be able to drink so much water unless you have avenues by which you can stop and pee, because the more water you drink, the more your body is going to need to excrete that water. But you need to increase your water intake, you need to increase your fruit intake, and you need to get used to eating fruits, vegetables, and drinking a lot of water. I currently eat fruit every single day. Fruits are going to help you adjust sweet tooth cravings. Fruits are going to keep you fuller for longer, and fruits are going to nourish your body and provide the nutrients that you need that you're not going to get from any other thing that you're eating. Then again, there are some foods that you don't eat all the time, right? There are some foods that are calorie dense, and there are some foods that are lower in calories. Fruits like watermelon, like pineapple, like apples, like pears, plums, kiwis, berries. These ones are a little on the lower side in terms of calories. But fruits like coconut, banana, avocado, those three especially, they tend to be more calorie dense. They have more fat, healthy fat, of course, but you can do without those fruits and eat them maybe once in a while. You're going to cut out unnecessary snacking. This is so important. You need to cut out all of the nibbling of little things whenever you feel bored. It's boredom that makes you eat, and 9 times out of 10, you're not even as hungry as you think you are until you finish eating the snack. Then you realize, I didn't really need to eat that. What I do is I keep fruits like apples and pears and tangerines. Clementine. So I keep fruits like this in the house. So whenever I feel hungry, I can just snack on that instead. By the time you eat one apple and you drink water, you are actually full. Fun enough. And another thing I keep in place of snacks, like the biscuits, cakes, snacks, is kilishi. Kilishi is a Nigerian dried meat. It's beef jerky, but it's spiced up. So, and it's also protein because it's beef. So I rather snack on that, and it's low in calories. I eat about 30 grams, and that's not more than 150 calories or so. So snacking on something like this, you get your protein in, you get nutrients in, but you're not eating too many calories, and it's much better than snacking on cake, snacking on cookies, and so on. Cut out eating while preparing your meals. This is such an underrated activity, and we don't talk about it enough. You know how you're maybe making food, right? Let's say you're making breakfast, and your breakfast is, let's say, bread. Okay, let's say French toast, right? Before you bring out your bread to start making the French toast, you've eaten one slice. Before you put your bread inside the egg, you've taken another slice, and you're just eating little things here and there, popping things to your mouth while you're preparing your food. And those things are not supposed to be the main food that you eat. They are just like extra calories, but you still eat the main food. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to stop keeping snacks, sweets, drinks at home. Snacks, I mean cake, I mean cookies, I mean biscuits, all of this, chocolate, sweets, all of them. Then juices, these carbonated juices, carbonated drinks, and just things that are not maybe fruit juice or made by you in your own kitchen. So you're going to cut out all of these things, because when you have them at home, 9 times out of 10, you want to grab something to eat. Those things contain way more calories than properly cooked, nutritious meals. Next thing you're going to do is reduce eating out. This is the one that people tend to struggle with, because a lot of times people want to hang out with friends, go to places, have lunch, have dinner, have breakfast outside, and if you're not keeping track of the things you eat when you go out like this, then if you do it constantly, you're going to be eating way more than you're supposed to. So reduce eating out. You start gradually, and maybe even if you go out constantly, you don't need to eat out. Instead of eating your meals at fast foods, instead of buying takeout, instead of ordering food in, try making your meals at home. And when you make your meals at home, if you're somebody that doesn't know how to cook, you can get a chef to get it done for you, but give them what they are going to be cooking for you. You can get a nutritionist or a dietitian or something, somebody that can recommend how you should eat and also help you prepare the meals. Another thing you're going to do, if you're somebody that doesn't like cooking like me, then you can just pick the foods that are low effort. You can pick the food that don't require you to do too much. That's what I do. So I only cook things like chicken and potatoes. Chicken and potato is practically all I eat. The ones that require cooking. And then vegetables, maybe I want to make it a sauce or something. But I don't do a lot in terms of cooking because I eat oats, Greek yogurt, chicken, sweet potato, vegetables, salad. I just cycle them like that. And these ones are very low effort, but I get what I need in, get my nutrients in, and all of that. Next thing you're going to do is your first meal of the day should be rich in protein. Now, when I'm done working out like this and I want to go back home, what I eat after is something like eggs, 2 to 3 eggs with some coffee. That's it. I don't add another thing to that. So the eggs already are a protein source, and then I have my coffee. You can do something like that so that when you go home, you know that the first thing you're going to eat is going to be rich in protein. You don't start the first meal of your day with foods like bread, like regular bread, that's rich in carbs and then it also contains sugar, and you're still going to be hungry before too long. So when I eat something like coffee and eggs, I can stay till the next few hours before I need to eat the next thing I'm going to eat, which is oats that still has more protein in it and my fiber and all that. And last but not least thing is that your exercise is very important. When it comes to losing weight, exercise is practically non-negotiable, and you don't even have to do serious exercise. For example, let's say you don't go to the gym, you don't need to stress yourself with serious activity. You can do a simple activity like walking like this. Like you can see, I'm on the treadmill. If you have avenues that allow you to do your walking at home, maybe in your estate, if you live in an estate or you live in a walkable city, then you can do that. But if you have to come to the gym, then come to the gym, use the treadmill. On days when I have cardio, I do treadmill anywhere from 30 to 90 minutes. And that gets me to 10,000 steps and even past 10,000 steps. And that's it. These are just a few tips that I personally apply that help me lose weight or lose fat and keep that fat off. And I can speak on this as somebody who has tried to lose weight several times. Now, I've always been on the big side, and I have always thought that my family, like, we are big bone, we are bigger, and we can't really lose weight like that. Ever since I started working out, I have since learned that you can literally mold and shape your body into anything that you want it to be. You just need to do that thing long enough. And for context, I've been working out for 5 years now, so I have a lot of experience in this. And please, I'm not a personal trainer, I'm not a fitness trainer, I'm not a weight loss coach, I'm not a fat loss coach. I'm just an African girl living in an African country trying to lose weight, eating African foods, and the whole 9 years. But yeah, I hope you find this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.